As South Africa joins a growing list of countries that are going into an extended lockdown period, let's just understand what that means. First of all, let's understand why we need a lockdown and why it needs to be for 21 days at least. You see, the COVID-19 disease has a 14-day incubation period. That means that you could have the disease, you could be infected, and you could be sharing it with other people for 14 days or sometimes even more without even knowing that you are sick. You don't feel sick and you don't have any symptoms. Then if you do get sick, the sickness lasts about a week. Again, it lasts longer for some people, and if you get severe symptoms, it can last a lot longer than that. But if you are one of the vast majority of people, more than 50% of people only get very, very mild symptoms. Within a week of the sickness showing itself in your system with things like cough and tiredness and muscle ache and so on, you will then be clear. Now, it's not clear yet. The medical professionals still haven't worked out exactly how long you might be infectious for after that, but they kind of think that 21 days is the full cycle of the disease. And so in order to stop this disease spreading, we need to keep everybody locked down for 21 days. We don't know who's got it, and so we have to wait for 21 days. For those people who have got it already, they will then either show the symptoms or recover from it. That's why it's 21 days, and it might have to be extended a little bit longer than that. And lockdown means we don't interact with anybody else. We stay where we are. The group of people we're with will probably infect each other, and they will then need the 21 days to go through the full cycle. So that's why we have 21 days. Countries that have done this already. China did it first, then Italy, then Spain and France followed. Other countries have been doing it for a few days, like Ireland, Poland, Denmark, and El Salvador. And now South Africa, New Zealand, the UK, and a few other countries. California has gone into some form of lockdown as well. And lots and lots of countries are going to follow suit, because this really does seem to be the way to deal with this virus. A few countries haven't done lockdown and have been successful: Taiwan, Singapore, and South Korea, but they did something else. They did intensive testing. They tested hundreds of thousands of people, and if you were infected, you were then put into strict quarantine. And then they had what was called contact tracing. They tracked every single person that an infected person had come into contact with. They even used GPS technology and used your technology to track you back. We don't have access to that technology or to that level of testing in South Africa and in most other countries. So this is our approach: lockdown. Deal with those people who get sick, flatten the curve so that people who get really sick can have access to hospital care, and we don't have a big spike of those people. And then, of course, quarantining for those people who do get sick. The final thing that countries need to do is economic stimulus, because we're basically shutting down the economy to do this. Yes, supermarkets will be open. Pharmacies and chemists will be open. People will still be able to get food, get medicines, get supplies for your homes. You'll be able to leave your homes to go and get those. The banks will still be open if you need to go physically to a bank, and there will probably be delivery services of various products, including food. But the economy is going to really suffer, and governments around the world are working hard at the moment to put economic stimulus packages in place, and we'll need to see what those look like. For now, we've got 21 days of lockdown. This is the best way to deal with this disease. We just have to do this. This is our generation's crisis moment. It's our generation's world war. We are in a world war against a foreign invader, a virus. And all around the world, we have to band together to do this together now, to deal with this. In the meantime, we need to hope that the scientists are working hard on getting that vaccine so that this cycle of lockdown doesn't repeat itself in a few months' time or next year. But for now, hunker down with your family, make the best use you can of the next few weeks. It's now up to us to get this done.